Thank you, Ambassador, my dear brother. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, Your Excellencies, please welcome with a warm applause His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Juldeh Jalloh, the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. He will honor us with the closure of the forum with his remarks. Excellency.
Thank you very much. Kindly sit down, please. Madam Chair, the CEO of the Continental Secretariat, honorable ministers, distinguished guests from across the South, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I must say with all humility that it is an honor and privilege to formally close the third high-level forum on South-South and Triangular Cooperation for Sustainable Development. On behalf of His Excellency the President, the government and the people of Sierra Leone, I wish to extend our sincere appreciation to the organizers, the co-host, and all participants who have contributed meaningfully to this dialogue. We want to commend the collaborative spirit that guided the deliberations, a spirit that no doubt reflects our shared aspirations for inclusive and resilient development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over the past days, you have shared experiences, best practices, and innovative approaches within the context of advancing South-South and Triangular Cooperation. Together, we have reaffirmed the importance of solidarity among the countries of the Global South, and more importantly, the value of partnership to complement our efforts, particularly in a challenging global context. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, equally so, we have discussed in detail how to accelerate progress towards the implementation of the SDGs and the African Agenda 2063. When you look at the global horizon today, you see uncertainties and real challenges. These uncertainties have implications for multilateral institutions, for economic growth, and more so for the future of our cooperation. There is no better time to position South-South and Triangular Cooperation than now. On that note, we have to take bold actions and concrete steps to transform the promise of our cooperation into tangible progress for our people. If there is one thing the South-South and Triangular Cooperation have to learn from the prevailing global trend and uncertainty, is the urgent and demanding need to deepen and strengthen our engagement in South-South and Triangular Cooperation. With the growing challenges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the dynamics surrounding development financing, we must take bold steps to unleash the potential of the productive sector in the South. And I believe you will agree with me that the private sector is vital in that area. Let's expand opportunities for South-South trade driven by solid private sector participation. Let's put our financial resources together to enhance private sector lending. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in such uncertainties, let's focus and pay attention to the importance of expanding trade and bolster growth. It is only when we expand trade, We are able to create economic growth. We are able to develop the resources and the financing that we need to support the social sector. The creation of jobs and the future of job creation in the South-South for our young people lies in the opportunities we are going to provide and the task and bold action we are going to take to unleash the capital, the potential of the productive sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on this positive note, I feel honored on behalf of my president, my government, and the people of this country to formally receive the recommendations from this forum. These recommendations will serve as a solid pathway to bolster and uphold our collective action. Sierra Leone will no doubt play its own part to the operationalization of these recommendations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as previous speakers before me have clearly stated and highlighted, let's keep the momentum of this forum. I also want to use the opportunity to say to our Francophone colleagues that the South-South, like I had the opportunity to meet few, that on a une grande opportunité, à un moment historique. Aujourd'hui, quand on regarde tous les défis et les dynamiques qui confrontent les défis globaux aujourd'hui, la possibilité, l'opportunité de booster le secteur productif, c'est ça le futur de l'Afrique et le South-South. So, je voudrais encourager fortement la commerce entre les pays du Sud. La coopération Sud-Sud a un promis. La coopération Sud-Sud a eu l'avenir et le secteur privé est clé dans cette transformation. On that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a country, we want to extend our profound gratitude to all the stakeholders and participants who came across the world from various parts of the world to be part of this very interesting forum that has created a platform for a well-addressed, clearly highlighted recommendations. I want to thank you. And on that note, on behalf of His Excellency the President, the government, and the people of Sierra Leone, we wish you safe return back to your respective countries. I want to thank you and God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.